The following program is presented by Ballinran Entertainment. As Southwestern Ontario's largest film, television, and digital media studio, we illuminate extraordinary stories, sharing them with the world.
And now, of course, the moment that we've all been waiting for. My jaw was at the floor. I could not believe what I saw.
This is like the story of my life here.
Well, first of all, I don't know how I ended up with the heavy end of this thing.
Now, I am here in a 1959 Corvette. 350,000 folks. This is an exciting moment in Canadian history. We sold it. Welcome back to Auction Studio. It's the best of Miller & Miller Auctions. I'm Ethan Miller.
And I'm Justin Miller. Today, we're sharing more from our Petroliana and advertising sale, and it's a collector's dream.
Now, we're talking high-grade advertising, gas and oil, automotive, soda pop, country store, and breweryana, all the buzzwords among collectors today. Most of this stuff, it's been hidden away in private collections for decades.
No kidding. And you'll see the highlights today from the John Giesbrecht collection, including a top-tier run of 7-Up signs. And don't miss the Red Indian, Lion, and Super Test dealer signs discovered 50 years ago by collector Don Sutherland at the stations where they once hung.
It's amazing. There's a stunning Indian porcelain neon sign, Indian motorcycles to be precise. Also, there was a collection of wartime Pepsi signs that came out of Northern Ontario. Some remarkable pocket tins, ones like Gold Dust and Taxi, things that collectors simply don't see, and they were bringing thousands and thousands.
Absolutely. They aren't just signs. It isn't just advertising. It's all about the stories behind them. And when they're gone forever.
Let's get into it.
Yes, lot 253. You gotta love the Texaco Ethel one-piece cast gasoline pump globe here. Tough to find them nice and original like this so early. It's difficult to show in the photos, but it's cast glass globe here with nice heavily embossed script. Sitting at 27.5. We've got it here, 27.5, thank you. Now 3,000. 27.5. Does it get any more iconic for American Petroliana than a nice early one-piece cast globe like this for Texaco at 2,750? That's 2,750, asking 3,000 at 27.5. Now 3,000. Where on this great one-piece cast Texaco pump globe at 2,750, now 3,000, 27.5, and then 3,000. Where at 27.5? I've got you in. You're already on 7108. 2750, 3,000 though at 27.5. Try it at 3,000, then where? 27.5 and then 3. Get a bit 27.5 and then 3,000 now at 2750, then 3. But we got to run. Got to go. Fair warning then on this one-piece cast early Texaco globe, 27.5, 3. Any further bids? Final call then. Got to run. Sold it there. Nice buy at 2750. And here we are at lot number 254, the rare version with the milk glass fitter rather than the copper fitter like in the previous version. At 1,800 were bid. Now 1,900, please. Got it 2,000. At 19, then 2. Got it 22.5 then. 22.5 and then 2,500. 22.50 then 25 and 25 and then 27.5. 27.5 and 3,000 then. 27.50 then 3,000. Now at 27.50 go 3. Try it at 3,000. We're at 27.5 here. Then 3,000 where? Check out the condition on this fabulous one-piece cast Texaco pump globe. 27.5, the rare version. 27.50 then 3. Get up at 27.50 then 3,000 now. Must not have been used. At 27.5 and 3,000 now. 27.50 bid then 3,000. Are we all through and done? Fair warning, then got to run at 27.5 and now 3,000. Last chance, final call to bid. Any further action? Sold it there at 27.5, just like the last one. Well done. Lot number 255 here, the Indian gasoline pump globe. Nice original glass lenses and body with the threaded fitter. 1,500, thank you. Now 1617, 1617, 1,1700 now, 1617 where? At 1,600 bid, 1,700 now, 1617, 1,1700 where? I bet 16, yes, it got you on. 16, now 17, what a great globe. Nice complete globe here at 16, then 1,700. 1,600 bid, then 17, but are we all through? Fair warning then at 16, 1700. Last chance, final call. Fair warning, 16, 1700. Sold it at 1600. Lot number 256. Here's a fabulously rare lens here. In a globe body, it's the Irving single lens Ethel logo from the 1930s. A 15-inch lens, ladies and gentlemen, at 18, then 1900. So rare. At 18, the 1900 now. Larger than your average lens. At 18, the 1900. Got a bit 18, the 19. Got a bit 18, the 1900 now. At 18, the 19. Got a bit 18, the 19. You're on at 18. Now 19, please. 18, the 19. I'm at 18, the 19. Irving gasoline. A rare lens. 18, the 1900. And a bit 18 here, the 19, got a bit 18, the 19, but are we all done? Fair warning then, at 18, the 19, last chance, gotta run. At 18, try it again. Just might get you a fabulously rare Canadian lens. Last chance to bid then, at 18, 1900. Any further bids? Final call. Sold at 1800, you got it, well done. Getting into some of the rare Irving signs, in this case a double-sided porcelain oil rack sign for their pen louve motor oil. Starting it off, kicking it off here at 1800, now 19. I'm at 1800 here, the 1900 now. At 18 the 19, got a bit 1800 here, the 1900 now, 18 the 19. I'm at 18 here, the 1900, got a bit 18 the 19. 18 the 1900 now. A nice example at 18 here, the 19, got a bit 1800 here, Irving pen lube. At 18 the 1900. 18 the 19, 18 the 1900, 1800 here, the 1900 where? Fair warning then, at 18 the 1900, it's your last chance. 18 the 1900 now, fair warning. Any further bids? Final call then at 18, 1900 on the Irving pen lube sign. I'll take it just under the wire. Now 2000, 7220, your turn. At 19 the 2, got a bit 19 the 2, got a bit 19 the 2000 now. 2s, yeah, thank you, now 2250. At 2000 bid, then 22 and a half, 7131. It's your last chance. I've got to go then. 2,000, 22 and a half. Fair warning. Any further bids? Final call at 222.50. Sold at 2,000. Thank you. Lot number 266. A lot of chatter behind the scenes about this fabulous sign. It's a rare one. The Irving Velco motor oil rack sign at 3,500. Now 37 and a half. We've been bid to 35 in the advance, now 37.50 on the rare Velco sign. Superb color and gloss at 35 and then 37 and a half bid, then 35 and then 37.50. 35 and then 37 and a half, at 35 and then 37.50, go 35 and then 37 and a half. 35 and then 37.50, go 35 and then 37 and a half, and 35 and then 37.50. Last chance then, gotta run at 3,500, 37 and a half. Fair warning. Anybody else on the rare Velco sign? Hammers in the air, 35, 37.50. Any further bids? Final call. Sold at 3,500. Well done. Lot number 267. Here's a clean example of the Irving distributor truck topper sign. 27 and a half bid now, 3,000 then. 27 and a half, 3,000 then 32.50. Got to try it again, 7220. At 3,032 and a half, thank you. Now 3,500. 32.50, then 35. Got up at 32.50, 35. Now 37.50 and 4,000. 4,000, then 42 and a half, and 4,500. 45 and then 47.50. 47.50, 5,000. 5,000, then 55. 5 and then 55, and then 6,000. 55 and then 6,000, 6,500. At 65 and then 7,000. 65, 7,000, 7,500. 7,000, then 75, the cleanest example I've seen. At 75 and then 8,000 now. At 75 and then 8, got up at 8,000, then 8,500, 85 and then 9,000. At 85 and then 9,000 now. At 85, how did it survive like this? At 85 and then 9,000. At 85 and then 9,000 now, sitting atop a truck, driving around. It mustn't have been put to service for very long not to be in this condition. At 85 and 9,000, thank you, 9,500 then. 9,500 then. 9,000 is bid. I've got you on already at 9,000. You've got to be 95, please. 9,000 then 95, get a bit 9,000 then 9,500 now. At 9,000 then 95, the earlier version with the gas and oil script in the top in condition like this, without a doubt one of the nicer examples out there, if not the nicest, at 9,000 then 9,500. The crown jewel in any Irving collection, no doubt, at 9,000, 9,500. At 9 and then 95, try it again. One more bid just may put you on top. At 9,000 then 9,500. I've got to run then. At 9,000 bid, 9,500. Fair warning, everybody. On this fabulous example of the early version of the Irving distributor truck topper sign, hammers in the air then. Try it one more time at 9,000, 9,500. Last chance. Final call. Any further bids? Fair warning. Sold it at 9,000. Well done. Lot number 268. The Eco Model 98. It's a tire flater pedestal air meter at 1,800, then 1,900 now. At 18 to 19, got a bit 18, then 1,900 now. The Canadian version at 18 to 1,900, got a bit 18 to 19, got a bit 18 to 1,900 now. At 18 to 19, got a bit 18 to 1,900 now. 18 to 19. You're on at 18, asking 1,900. Are we all done? This one ready to display at 18, 1,900. Fair warning. Last chance and final call. 19 got it with LA. Thank you. 2,000 then. 1,900. They tied the bid, Tim. You've got to be 2,000. 1,900 then 2,000 now. Try it again, live auctioneers. At 19 then 2,000 now. I've got to bid 19 then 2. Got to bid 19 then 2. Got to bid 19 then 2,000. Last chance to bid and final call. Everybody at 19, 2,000. Any further bids? Final call. Fair warning. Sold it there at 1,900. Lot number 269. This was one of my favorite pieces, a fabulously rare Texaco motor oil compariscope. It was fastened to the top of a Lubster pump nozzle, and it's got that gorgeous little paddle sign on there that must be fabulously rare to find it complete like this. And it comes with the original, some paperwork there that shows you exactly what this was used for. Very little information on such a thing online, but again, the sign alone is enough to get you excited about this rare piece from the 1920s for Texaco. One of those rarities that you only find in the old collections like the Irving collection here at 22.5. I'm bid. Now 2,500, please. It's the Texaco motor oil compariscope at 22.50, then 2,500 now with that gorgeous little paddle on it. Double-sided porcelain sign on top at 22.50, then 2,500 now. At 22.5 and then 25, going to be 22.50, then 2,500 now. You're on at 22.50. I'm asking 25. At 22.50, then 25. Got 22.50, then 2,500 now. At 22.50, then 25. Got to be 25, 27.5 then. 25 and then 27.5. At 25 and then 27.50. At 2,500 bid, then 27.50. In doing research, I could not find another complete example of this. This one we've got. It includes the directions of assembling the compariscope. At 25 and then 27.5 now. Just a great piece of Texaco motor oil history. At 25 and then 27.50. At 25 and then 27.5. We're at what I'd expect the sign alone to sell for, not the complete unit. At 25 and then 27.5. 25's the bid, then 27.5. But are we all done here? At 25 and then 27.50. Fair warning, everybody. I've got to run at 25 bid, then 27.5 on the rare Texaco motor oil compariscope. Fair warning, last chance, final call. Anyone else? Sold it at 2,500. Well done. Lot number 270 here. A very nice restoration on this Texaco triple Lubster, the right colors. And it's got an original 15-inch Lubster sign on it. Pay attention to that, everybody, because that alone is a $600 to $800 sign. We're at 12 and now 1,300. 12 and 1,300 here on this fabulous 1930s Texaco triple Lubster, all restored up, ready to display at 12 and then 1,300 now with the original sign on it, the original porcelain sign. 14, 1,500. At 14, then 1,500 now. At 1,400 bid, then 15. Got a bid 14, then 1,500 now. 16, please. At 15, then 1,600. Now 17, please. At 16, then 1,700 now. You could not restore this for this kind of money, not even with a reproduction sign, let alone an original. At 16, 1,700, 1,800 now. At 17 and then 18, 1,900. Not like this, you wouldn't be able to. Not the quality of restoration that we're seeing here. At 18, 1,900. At 18 to 19, got a bit 18 to 1,900. 18 to 19, got a bit 1,800 here. 19, thank you, Tim. 2,000, please. At 19, then 2,000 now. And 22.5. 2,000 bid, then 22.50. Got a bit 2,000, then 22.5. Half the value here could be in that sign in that condition. At 2,000, then 22.5. At 2,000 bid, then 22.50 now. 2,000, then 22.5. I'm at 2,000. You're in 71.79. I've got you on 22.5. What's the live auctioneer's bidder saying? One more kick? at 2,000, then 22 and a half. Fair warning, then gotta run at 2,000 bid, then 22 and a half. Fair warning, any further action? Final call on the Texaco Triple Lubster. Hammers in the air. Sold it at 2,000. Well done. Lot number 271. Some great select gas pumps in the sale today. Right now we're talking about a Gilbert and Barker Model 82 Texaco curb pump, an early pump from the 1920s. All restored, ready to display. What a bargain here. Pay attention, 600, 6.5. At 6.5 and then 700 now. 6.5 and then 7. Got a bid 650, then 700 now. Got a bid 650, then 700 now. 650, then 7. You're on. You're on at 6.5 now. 700, 750. Back to you. 750, then 800. 7.5, then 800 now. Got a bid 750, then 8. Got a bid 750, 800, then 8.5. 8.5, 900, then 950. At 900, then 950. Go 900, then 950. Go 900, then 9.5. 9.5 and then 1,000. 950 then 1,000 now. At 950 then 1. Get up at 950 then 1. What a bargain. Talk about bang for your buck. At less than 1,000 right now, we're sitting on this Model 82 curb pump. 950 then 1,000 now. All restored, ready to display. 950 then 1,000. At 9.5 here and then 1,000 where? 950 then 1. Get up at 950 then 1. Get up at 950 then 1,000 now. Last chance. I've got to run. Sold these for double what we're talking right now. At 950 then 1,000. Try it at 1,100. At 1,000 then 1,100 now. 1,200 please. 11 then 1,200. At 11 then 12. At 11 then 12. At 11 then 1,200 now. Are we all done? Fair warning. At 11 now 1,200. 13. 12 and then 1,300 now. At 12 and then 13. This is what I'm talking about. 14 now. At 13 then 1,400. 13 then 14 on the Model 82 Gilbert and Barker. At 13 then 1,400. 13 then 1,400 now. At 13 then 14, try it at 1,500 then. At 14 then 1,500 now. 14 then 15, get up at 14 and then 15, 70, 47, your turn. At 15, 1,600. At 15 then 1,600 now. 15 then 16, get up at 15 then 16, all through. Last chance then, 16, 17. At 16 then 1,700 now. 17 and then 1,800. 17 and then 1,800 now. What a great looking early pump. At 17, 18, 1,900. At 18 then 1,900 now. Don't back down now. At 18 then 19. 18 then 1,900 now. 2,000 please. 19 then 2,000. At 19 then 2, get up at 19 then 2, get up at 19 then 2. It's your turn at 2,000 please on the Model 82 curb pump. 19, 2,000. Fair warning. At 19.2, any further bids? Final call. Last chance and fair warning then. Sold at 1,900. Well done. Lot number 272. It's the Tokheim Model 39 Texaco Fire Chief gas pump. Original globe lens. When they're outfitted with the original pieces like that, it just really makes the pump. This one's sitting at 2,000, now 2,250. It's a Model 39. At 2,000 bid, then 2,250. 2,000, then 22. One of the select pumps we're offering today as part of the Irving collection. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. I assure you, you could not restore this pump for even close to what we're talking about right now. What a bargain, an opportunity. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. At 2,022 and a half, 2,500 then. The bids now with live auctioneers, 2,250, 2,500. Back to you, M&M. At 2,022, 50, 25. At 22 and a half, and then 2,500 now. At 2,250, then 25. Get up at 2,250, then 2,500 now. 2,250. The next bid is 2,500. Got to put my hammer up then. Fair warning. Here's a bargain. 22 and a half, 2,500. What an opportunity. At 22 and a half, 2,500 now. Last chance, final call, sell it at 2,250, 2,500. Fair warning. Any further bids? Final call then. Sold it at 2,250. Thank you. Lot number 273. This time we've got the Gilbarco Model 296A Texaco Sky Chief. We've got an original pump plate, so factor that in to the mix when you're evaluating this one. 16, 1,700. What a great looking pump. 16, then 1,700 now. 16, 17, and then 1,800. 17 and then 1,800 now. $500 or $600 of that goes towards that original pump plate, of course. 17, 1800. At 17 and then 18, got a bid 17 and then 1800 now. At 17 and then 18, got a bid 17 and then 18. It's your turn. 18, 1900, please. At 18 then 1900. 18 then 1900 now. Got a bid at 19 then 2000. At 19 then 2000, 22 and a half. At 2000 bid then 2250. 2,000 bid, then 22 and a half on the Gilbarco 296A, now 2,500. 2,250, then 25, got a bid 2,250, then 2,500 now. At 2,250, then 25, got a bid 2,250, then 2,500 now. 22 and a half, and then 25. What a bargain on this restored pump. 22 and a half, then 2,500 now. Factor the restoration costs and the original pump plate, and we're not even close to what we're bid. At 22 and a half, and then 2,500 now. Try it again. 2250, I've got you, you're already on. Yes, you're on 7243. I'm asking for 2,500 now. I've got to run then, fair warning, at 22 and a half, 2,500 on the Gilbarco Model 296A Texaco Sky Chief gas pump. Fair warning, it's your last chance to bid. Final call, everybody, at 22 and a half, 25. Sold it there, 2250. I'll pass the gavel over to Ethan for some more great pumps coming your way.
Thank you, Justin. Here we go with 274. It's the Wayne Model 60 Texaco Sky Chief pump. Iconic look on this sort of Art Deco pump. One of the stars of the Irving show. In fact, this was a beacon in the garage of Bud's World. Really, truly a great pump here at 27.5, 3,000. The Wayne 60 is the pump that everybody wants. 2750, 3,000. It's not just any Wayne 60, it's Bud Irving's Wayne 60. 32 and a half, 3,500. At 32 and a half, 3,500. At 3250, now 35. These pumps were prized for their Art Deco design. And take a look, it doesn't get any better than this. 32 and a half, 3,500, 3250. The perfectionist, Bud Irving. Good enough wasn't for Bud. It had to be exceptional. And this Wayne 60 is exactly what we're talking about in Sky Chief. 32 and a half, 3,500. Your turn. 3250, 3,500, 32 and a half, 3,500. What an opportunity for someone. You're bidding on Bud Irving's Wayne 60 Texaco Sky Chief gas pump. 32 and a half. 35. This was in Bud's garage for so many years. Bud's garage, so cool. There was a bar in there. They called it Bud's World. And this was right in the corner for all those years. 3,500, 3,750, right in the middle of Bud's World at 3,500, 3,750, at 35. Now, 750 on this pump. 35, 750, at 35. Now, 7.5. What an opportunity in the Texaco colors at 35, 7.5, 35, 750, two-tone Texaco Wayne 60 at 3,500, 750. What an opportunity. Your turn, 35, 750. What do you say? Yes or no? We've got to run. Now that is an opportunity. 35, 750. Got to run, got to go. 35, 7.5. I'll sell it. I will. 35, 750. Anyone else? At 3,500 on the iconic Model 60. I thought more. 35, 7.5. Fair warning. Bid now, please. 35, 7.5. 35, 750. Anyone else? 35, 7.5. Sold it right there. Well done. You did well. 275 is the Bowser Exacto Century Model 310. Ah, yes, the clock face done in Texaco. The one you've been waiting for at 6,000. Thanks to Bern Fritshaw for some of the information on these pumps. Fritshaw, what a pump man he is. 6,000, 6,500 on the Bowser Exacto Century Model 310. Nice pump. One of the beacons of the collection for sure at 6,000, 6,500 now. Back to you on the clock face, 6,000, 65. How many years would it take to find one? 6,000, 65, and then restore one to this quality. 6,065 on the rare clock face. 6,065, your turn. At 6,605 then on Bud's Bowser Exacto Century Model 310. Gotta run, gotta go. My hammer's in the air. When it's gone, it's gone. 6,065. Anyone else? 6,065. Where? At 6,600. Fair warning. Sold at 6,000. Thank you. 276. It's the Boyle Dayton Model 1150. Now this is the one, this is the pump that had to be taken apart in all those pieces. Bev Irving told me the story. It was purchased in the US. They were driving a minivan and Bud put his hand up and he said, I have to own this pump. And Bev said, how are you going to get it home? And he said, I'll show you. Well, it turns out she straddled the pump the whole way home. He had it packed in the van in such a way, but I'll tell you, they got it apart and it made it home. And Bev, you're still alive. That's 276. It's the Boyle Dayton Model 1150, and now it's for sale here today at 2,500, 2,750, restored to perfection, 25, and in 750 now. Where it couldn't be done in a better brand, Indian Gasoline branded at 2,750, 3,000 then at 2,753. He said, we'll get it in the van at 2,750, 3,000. Now it's for sale at 2,753. You never see these pumps turn up. 2,753, a great looking pump with the wide sombrero bonnet at 2,750, 3,000. What a great pump. At 2,753, your turn. At 2,753, someone will be doing well on this visible pump. These never turn up. 2,750, 3,000, please. At 2,753, one of the cornerstones. This was kitty corner to Bud's Bar, the famous bar. At 2,750, 3,000 is all I'm bid. Are you sure on the Indian 10-gallon visible pump? I've got to run. Now that is an opportunity for someone. 2,753. Fair warning then. Thank you. I should think so. You came so close. 3,250 then. Back to you. Thank you. And 3,500. Bid now, please. No mistakes are being made. That is a rare pump. And the restoration is exceptional. It's not good. It's great. 3,250, 3,500. At 3,250, 35, he wasn't called Mr. Mint for nothing. And this pump proves it. 3,500, 3,750. At 3,500, 750 now. You will not find a nicer. Boyle Dayton, 1150. 3,750, 4,000 now, please. 3,754. At 3,754, the restoration alone would cost you that. 3,754, it's meticulous. 3,754,000. At 3,754, someone is still doing exceedingly well. My hammer's in the air. I'm only at 3,754. What a deal. 4,000, thank you. 4,250 now. 4,000, 4,250 now. The quality of the restoration will make you very, very happy. 4,000, 4,250. Bid now, please. Bid now. New bidder in, by the way. 4,000, 42 and a half. Your turn. And it's done in the right brand. Wow, that looks good. 4,000, 42 and a half. 4,250. At 4,000, 42 and a half. The new bidder in is winning. 4,000, 42 and a half. The rest of you are out. Fair warning. I'm at 4,000, 4,250, then hammers in the air. Fair warning. On the rare 1150, restored to perfection. 4,000, 42 and a half, then last chance and final call. 4,000, 4,250. Where? Thank you. Sold. 277, the Fry Mae West Texaco 10-gallon pump, of course, named after the famous Hollywood actress. And why? Look at those curves. 5,000, 5,500. 5,000, 5,500. The Mae West, irresistible curves. 5,500, 6,000 now. 5,500, 6,000. It's a pump with a story. At 555 and then 6,000 where? It's done right. 6,000 took it. 6,500. Mr. Mint is what they called him. Take a look at the quality of the restoration there. 6,000, you're in. 6,500 on Bud Irving's May West Texaco 10-gallon. 6,000, 6,500 where? At 6,065 on his May West 6,065. This was right in the epicenter of Bud's world at 6,065. Make it the epicenter of yours at 6,065. Are we in and done? Are we finished? Are we through? You will be thrilled with the quality of the restoration on this pump. It is exceptional. 6,065. Anyone else? At 6,065, when it's gone, it's gone. 6,065, fair warning. Hammers up then, coming down, the Texaco May West 10-gallon. Fair warning, 6,065. Thank you so much. Thank you, by the way, for joining us today. We've had a lot of fun. 285, yes. One of the beauties today, it's the Texaco Fuel Chief 1 diesel pump sign. They don't get any scarcer than this. 7,000, 7,500, 8,000 please. At 75, 8,000 now where? At 7,500, 8,000 now your turn. When they're rare, they're rare. Bud collected the best. Take a look at this. Clean as a whip, 7,500, 8,000 please, at 75, 8,000. Selling the jewels and the berries here at 7,500, 8,000 on the Diesel Chief 1 pump sign. They don't get any nicer at 7,500, 8,000 now, at 75, 8. The Bud Irving collection, when they're gone, they're gone. 8,000. 8,500 now. Just do it. 8,000, 8,500. At 8,085 in Canadian funds, do the math, you're doing well. At 8,000, 8,500 now, your turn. 8,085 on this rare pump sign. At 8,085, they never turn up. And the only thing that goes up and up and up is the price these days. 85.9. Buy them while you can. 8,500, 9,000. 9,000. Buy them while you can. 8,500, 9,000. Your turn. 85.9 on the Diesel Chief 1 at 85.9. At 8,500, 9,000, your turn. 85.9. Yes, I have you in. 85.9. Who else wants in? 85.9. Hammers in the air. I'll tell you, they're trading like baseball cards. You can't get a hold of them. 85.9. And when they're gone, they're gone. 85.9. Fair warning. 85.9. Anyone else? You're in. At 8,500, 9,000, fair warning, hammers up, bid now please. Coming down, you're under 10, you're safe and sound, 85.9. Anyone else? 8,500, 9,000, fair warning. 85.9, last chance and final call. Thank you very much, well done on that one. 299, one of my favorites, great one. Texaco Motor Spirit. It says it all. 32.5, 35, 750, 4,000, 42.5, 45, and 4,500, 750, and 5,000. Get in the spirit. 5,500 now. At 5,055. Get in the spirit. 5,055. Thank you. 6,000. 6,000. I'll put you in the spirit. 6,500 now. At 6,000, 6,500. Where's the spirit? 6,065. I love this sign. 6,065. Could you get any cooler? 7,000. Motor Spirit. At 65, 7,000 now. 7,000 now. One of the stars of Bud's Garage. Hanging up for years. Condition. Awesome. 65, 7,000. Time for a bit of spirit here. 65, 7. Yes, you're in at 65. Yes, I have you in. 7,000 where? 65, 7. 65, 7. Let's get in the Texaco spirit. 65, 7. Fair warning. Hammers in the air. I'm at 6,500. You want it, own it. You want it, own it. With that Texaco logo on there, well worth the money at $6,500 and $7,000. Get in the spirit, fair warning. $65,700. Does anyone else want in? It's not a good one, it's a great one. $65,700, fair warning. $65,700, last chance and final call at $6,500. Anyone else? $7,000. Well done. 300 is the Texaco French ceiling mount flange sign, special sign, 1700, 1800, special sign, 1718. Hey, Texaco's English, that's all that matters. 1718, 19, 2000, 2000, that is so rare. At 19.2, 19.2, 22 and a half. 25. These are the bits and pieces that make up a great collection. At 22 and a half, 25. Thank you, 27.50. So rare. At 25 and then 7.5. Now 3,000 on this die-cut beauty. At 27.50 and 3,000. 3,000. 3,000. 27 and a half, then 3. Thank you. 32 and a half. Back to you. Back to you. Thank you. 3,500 now. At 32.50 now. 3,500 now. Back to you. At 32 and a half now. 35 and 2 and a half now 5, at 32 and a half now 5, and 32 and a half now 5, and then 32.50 and 3,500. Hammers in the air. That's a beauty. Thank you. Color is scintillating. 35, 750 now. At 3,500 now 750 wear. At 750 wear. Such a rare sign. At 3,500 and 750 wear. Double-sided porcelain. 35, 7.5 got a run. 35, 7.5 hammers up coming down. 35, 7.5. Anybody else want in? At 35 and then 750. Where? At 35, 750 now. Where? 35 now, 7.5 now. Got a run coming down. Sold. Thank you. 301. Moving along to the Texaco service station sign. 42-incher. Very hard to find, especially these days when double-sided porcelain is selling like hotcakes. 42 and a half. It turns out it's a remarkable investment buying this material. 4,500, 47.5. What a sign, too. At 45, 750. At 45, now 750. At 45, and then 7.5 now where? At 4,500, 750 now where? 45, and then 750 where? At 4,500 only, and 750 then where? And then 45, and then 7.5, and then 45, and then 750 where? On the double-sided porcelain colors there. Looks good. At 45, 7.5. 45, 7.5. Got a run. 45, 7.5. Hammers up, coming down. At 45, are we all in and done? One more kick. You're under 5. You're safe and sound. At 45, 7.5 on that one. When it's gone, it's gone. At 45, 7.5, and then 45, and then 750 now where? Sold at 4,500. When they're gone, they're gone. That's what I keep saying. Texaco Farm Lubricants. Again, you can't tell the Texaco story without a sign like this. 22 and a half, 2,500. Condition, awesome. 25, 750 now. At 25 and then 7.5. At 25 and then 7.5. They're sold here. 3,000. Should be in a museum. 32 and a half now where? At 3,000. No one's seen one. 32 and a half. At 32 and a half, please. 3,000. 32.50 now. I think that's a special, special sign. At 3,000, 32 and a half. And it's big. At 3,000, 32.50 now where? 3,000 there. 32.50 where? What do you say? At only 3,000 and 32 and a half, you're safe and sound on that porcelain sign. Condition alone, worth every drop. 3,000, 32 and a half. Does anyone else want in? It's rare. 3,000, 32.50 now. At 3,000, 32.50, then where? Fair warning. At 3,000, 32 and a half. Hammers coming down. 3,000, 32 and a half. Anyone else? Hammers up, coming down. Sold it. Thank you. 303, moving along to the sign that everyone's been talking about. This one, of course, came from the loft of a dealer, a close friend of Bud's, had 3 of them back before anybody really knew about this kind of thing, and he offered Bud 1, and Bud took him up on the deal, and it was safely in Bud's garage until now. What a sign. Double-sided porcelain, detailed nautical scene. Double-sided porcelain doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't. This sign is special. The Texaco Marine motor oil sign, double-sided porcelain. Feast your eyes on that. Grading above a 9, investment grade, and one of the stars, if not the star in Bud's collection here, sitting at $16,000. $17,000 now, $16,17. If you want one of these signs, join a long, long waiting list. They just don't turn up. This is a great example of this sign tucked away in a marine. 16,000, 17,000. At 16,17 on the board, I'm at 16,000 on this sign. 17,000. What an opportunity to be buying the best today. Just like Bud did, always focused on the best of the best. 16,000, 17,000, please. At 16,17. At 16,17, add the best of the best today, 17,000, thank you, 18,000, 17,18. I can tell you one thing. You can count on one hand how many of these signs have turned up in the last decade, and they're never this nice. 17,000, 18,000. Belongs in the best of collections. 17,000, 18,000, 17, 18,000. Folks, we're talking Canadian funds. Someone's doing extremely well here. At 17,000, 18,000, someone is doing exceedingly well. At only 17,000, 18,000, I think at 17, 18,000, it's an opportunity. At 17,000, 18,000, the same kind that Bud seized all those years ago is now up on a silver platter at only 17,000, 18,000, fully authenticated and graded at only 17, 18,000. Someone's doing well at 17, 18,000. My hammer's in the air. I will sell it at 17, 18. Thank you. And 19,000, 19,000, waiting in the wings at 18,000, 19,000. Now that is a killer sign. Where do you find American porcelain with such profuse detail? Nowhere. And it's outboard, and it's Texaco, and it's rare. I'm only at 18,000 on this sign, and 19,000, 18, 19. Look at both sides. Tough to decide which one's nicer. Investment grade, it's in the 9s. 18,000. 19,000. I still think someone's doing very well. We're talking Canadian currency here, folks. 18, 19,000. 18,000, 19,000. At 18, 19,000, my hammer's in the air. Once again, I will sell it. Someone is doing exceedingly well. It's the opportunity of the day, in my opinion. 18, 19, got to run. At 18, 19,000, fair warning. Congrats, by the way. What a sign. 18,000, 19,000, fair warning on the Texaco Marine. 18, 19,000. Does anyone else want in? At 18,000, 19,000, hammers up, coming down. 18,000, 19,000, fair warning. At 18,000, 19, last chance and final call. At 18,000, 19,000, last chance and final call to you. Sold. Thank you. Well done. Thank you to all participants.
Lot number 333 is up next. Nice clean example here of the Gutta-Percha Tires vertical sign in porcelain. That great, thick, vibrant, velous porcelain sitting at 1,800. It's been a while since we've had a nice clean example of this vertical come up. 19, now 2,000. One of the great Canadian verticals at 22.5, and now 2,500. Gutta-Percha Tires at 22.50, 25, and then 27.5 now, and 27.5 bid now 3,000 at 27.50, then 3. Got a bid 27.5, and then 3,000 now. 27.5, you're in. 3,000, please. We're asking. You're on at 27.50. Asking 3,000 now at 27.5 now, then 3,000. I'm at 27.5 and then 3. Got a bid 27.50, then 3,000. Are we all done then? At 27.5 and 3 on this great early Canadian vertical for Gutta-Percha Tires. My hammer is up then at 27.5. 3,000. Fair warning. Last chance and final call to bid. Sold it at 27.5. Lot number 334, you're buying a set of 3 porcelain strip signs here for Union 76 service stations. Tires, batteries, and accessories. Conditions great. Nice set here for $1,600. We're asking 17 now. 18, please. At 17 and then 1800. I'm at 17, 18, then 1900 now. The full set, all three. 19, now 2000. At 19 bid, then 2000 now. Go 22 and a half. At 22 and a half and then 2500. The right colors on these. Conditions right too. 22 and a half, 25 and then 2750. At 2500 bid, then 27 and a half. Three nice big strips of porcelain at 25 and then 2750. At 27 and a half now 3000 please. 27 and a half here, then 3000 now. Got a bid 2750, then 3. Got a bid 2750, then 3. 2750, then 3000 now. You're on, yes. You're on. I got you in. 37, thank you. 3,000 now, 32.50. 3,000 bid, then 32 and a half. You're out. 7224. Try them again. At 3,000, then 32 and a half. 3,000's the bid, then 32.50. Thank you. 35. Then back to you, Tim. Back to you and your bidder, Tim. 32.50, then 35. Could have been 32 and a half, and then 35 now. At 32.50, then 35. Are we all done? Then fair warning. At 32.50, then 35. Last chance to bid. Final call, everybody, at 32 and a half and 3,500. Any further action, my hammer is up and I got to run at 32.50, 35. Fair warning. Sold them 32.50. Thank you. 7224, you won. Here's a rare one. Lot number 335, the Goodrich Deluxe Truck Tires single-sided porcelain sign here. Product of Ingrich, or Ingram Richardson of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. A rare sign for the truck tires that Goodrich manufactured in the 1940s. Nice example, sitting at 2,000, now 22 and a half. 2,000 bid, now 22.50. At 2 bid, then 22 and a half now. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. You don't see much of their advertising at all for the truck tires that they made. 22 and a half, 2,500 please, 27.50. 25 and then 27 and a half. Now get 25 and then 27.50. 25 and then 27 and a half. I get 25 here, 27.50, then 3,000 please. At 27 and a half, 3,000, 32.50. 3,000, 32 and a half then. At 3,000 to 32.50 now. This is what I'd be going after. The rare Goodrich sign here for their truck tires at 32.50, then 3,500, 32 and a half, and then 35. Going to be 32.50, and then 3,500 now. 35 and then 37 and a half. 37 and a half and 4,000 then. At 37.50, then 4,000 now. We're just getting started. At 37 and a half, and then 4,000. 37.50, then 4,000 now. 37 and a half, 4, then 42.50, please. It's back to you, 7220. You can't go wrong buying rarities like this. Single-sided porcelain truck tires. 4,000, 42 and a half. I'm at 4,000 bid, then 42.50. 4, then 42 and a half. At 4,000 bid, then 42.50. It's right back to you, 7220. Shouldn't be much to think about here. At 4,000, then 42 and a half. You won't see another one of these come up. At 4,000, then 42.50. 4, then 42 and a half. Got to run then. At 4,000, 42.50. My hammer's in the air. It's your last chance to bid. Final call then at 4,000, 42 and a half. Fair warning. Last chance. Final call. Any further bids? Sold at 4,000. Well done. Great taste. Lot 336. Another tires sign for Firestone. It's a horizontal sign. Another product of the great company Ingrich of Beaver Falls, Pennsylvania. Check out the condition. It's a 9, ladies and gentlemen, at 2,500, then 27 and a half. 27 and a half, then 3,000 now. At 27.50, then 3. You get a bit 27.50, then 3,000 now. At 27 and a half, 3, then 32.50. 32.50. 3, 32.50, then 35. Got a bit 32.50, 3,500 now. 32.50, then 35. Got a bit 32.50, 35. Try it at 35 now. I'm at 32.50. You're wrong. Yes, you're in. 32.50, then 3,500 now. At 32.50, then 35 on the nice, big, heavy Firestone horizontal porcelain sign. 32 and a half, 3,500. Your turn. At 32.50, 35. Got to run then. Fair warning, everybody, at 32 and a half and then 35 on this clean example of this fabulous Firestone horizontal sign. Hammers in the air at 32.50, then 35. Any further bids? Final call then. Last chance and fair warning. Sold at 32.50. Thank you. Lot number 337, a fabulous spinner neon clock, an animated clock for Quaker State Motor Oil. Nice original clock here in working condition at 1,300 bid, Now 1400 could be the opportunity of the day here for this great spinner clock. At 13, then 1400 now, got to bid 13, then 1400. Talk about good advertising. At 13, then 1400, 1415 please. At 14, then 15 for a spinner, ladies and gentlemen. 14 and then 1500, one of the more desirable styles of clocks out there. At 15 then 1600, 15 then 1600 now, gonna bid 15 then 1600. I'm at 15, you're on, and you're in at 15, asking 1600 now. 15, then 1600. At a bid 15 here, then 1600 now. 17, at 16, then 1700 now. A great clock. 16, then 1700 from the Irving collection. At 16, then 1700 now. 16, then 1700 now on the Quaker State spinner. At 16, then 17, got a bid 1600, you're already in. I've got you on at 16, asking 17 now. At 16, then 1700. At 16, then 17, it's the deal of the day happening now. It's bargain time here at Miller & Miller with lot 337. Now 17, 1800, 17, 1800 now should be nothing to think about in this territory at 17 and then 1800. Your turn, 7153, 19 then. At 18 then 1900 now, the deal of the day happening now at 18, 1900. Fair warning then, I've got to run at 18, 1900. Anybody else? It's your last chance to bid. Fair warning then on the Quaker State spinner, 18, 1900. Last chance, final call. Great buy on that. Sold at 1800. Well done. Thank you. Lot number 347. Here's a clean example of the Prairie Cities Buffalo 5-pound can. Rare can in this condition as the bids creep in for this very attractive Western Canadian can at 600 bid. Thank you. 6.5 now. 6.5 and then 700. At 6.5 and then 700. Rarely do you find them in condition like this. At 750, 800 now. Not the grease cans. At 750, 800 then 850. 800 then 8.5 now. I'm going to bid 800 then 850. At 800 then 8.5 go 900. 8.5 and then 900 now. At 900 then 950 go 950 then 1,000. 950 then 1,000 now. At 9.5 and then 1,000 now 1,100. 11 then 1,200. And 11 then 12. At a bid 11 here then 1,200 now. 13. At 12, 13 and then 1,400. 13 and then 1,400, 14, 15. At 14, 15, 1,600. At 15, then 1,600 now. You're in. 16, 17, and now you're out. 16, then 1,700 now. At 16, then 17. At a bit 16, then 1,700 now. You can't go wrong buying Buffalo at 16, then 1,700. 16, then 17, got a bid 16, then 1,700 now. At 16, then 17, got a bid 16, then 17, got to run, got to go then. At 16, 17, it's your last chance and final call, everybody. 16 now, 1,700. Try it one more time. It just may buy you this can. Thank you. 1,800 at 17 and 1,800 now. 7,227, your turn. At 17 and then 1,800. 17 and then 1,800 now. At 18, then 19. They're a completely different can when you find them in condition like this. 19, then 2,000 with the colors. At 19, then 2,000 now. At 19, then 2, get up at 19, then 2, get up at 19, then 2. Thank you. 22 and a half, then 72.96. Your turn again. At 2,000, then 22.50. 2's the bid, then 22 and a half now. 2, then 22.50. At 2,000, then 22 and a half. Fair warning, then everybody. It's your last chance to bid. Final call. My hammer's in the air. One more try just may buy you the can. I've got to run, though, at 2,000, then 22 and a half. Any further bids? Final call. Sold at 2,000. Brings us to lot number 348. That's the Mohawk Tires vertical sign. Love this one in this condition. At 1,100 bid, thank you. 1,200 now, please. At 1,100, then 1,200 now. Mohawk Tires. 11, then 12, nice embossed vertical sign. 11, then 12, at a bid 1,200, then 13, 1,400. At 13, then 1,400. Got a bid 1,300 on, then 14, thank you, 1,500. 14, then 1,500 now. Got 14, then 15, got a bid 14, then 1,500 now. At 14, then 15, got a bid 14, then 1,500 now. Mohawk Tires. At 14, then 15, got a bid 1,400 now. 15, 14, then 1,500. At 14, then 15, got a bid 14, then 1,500 now. Are we all done? Got to run then, fair warning, at 14, then 1,500 on this nice vertical tires sign. Hammers in the air at 1,400, 15, thank you, 1,600. 15, then 1,600 now, 7,288, your turn. That's 15, then 1,600. I got 15, you're in 15, now 16, please. 15, then 1,600. Fair warning then, last chance at 15, 1,600. Got to go, got to run. Any further bids? Final call, fair warning then. Sold. Nice buy. Another nice vertical here, this time for Firestone tires. It's the embossed sign. Again, grade 9 with that nice Art Deco styling to it. 19, 18, 19, 2000 now, 22 and a half and 2500, 2750. 25 and then 27 and a half now, gonna be 25 and then 27 and a half. What do they say, Ben? At 25 and then 27 and a half, gonna be 2500 then 2750 now. 25 and then 27 and a half, that's what I'm asking. At 25, 2750 on the telephone, now 3000. At 27 and a half, 3000, now 32 and a half. It's right back to you. At 3000, what's Ben's bidder saying? That's what I'm wondering. 3000, 32 and a half. 3,000 bid, thank you, 32 and a half at the 3,500 now, 32.50 then 35, he's in, 35 at the 37 and a half, 35 at the 37 and a half now, what do you say, 37 and a half at the 4,000, at 37 and a half at the 4,000 now, with Ben's bidder on the telephone, now 42.50, 4,000's bid, then 42 and a half, it's their turn, at 4,000 then 42 and a half, it's not funny, at 42.50 then 4,500 now, 42.50 then 45, the quality is there, it's a 9, at 42.50, 45, what do you say, 71.78, your turn at 42.50 then 45, got to bid 42.50, 45, 45, 45, 5. At 42.50 then 4,500 now. I've got you in at 42.50 then 45. Last chance, telephone bidders in with 42.50. 4,500 I'm asking to the online bidder, 71.78. Give it one more chance. Thank you. Oh, a new bidder. A new bidder. Welcome to the party, 7224. You're in at 4,500, 47 and a half. At 45, 47, yes, of course. Now 47.50, nothing to think about. Absolutely not. 47.50, 5,000 then. At 47.50, then 5,000 now on this fabulous Art Deco Firestone single-sided tin embossed vertical sign, a rare sign in grade 9 condition. Got the telephone bidder in at 47 and a half, asking 5,000. We've got 7224 late to enter the battle here. What do you say? Try it one more time, 7224 for 5? 47.50 or 5,000? Well, then I've got to put my hammer up in the air. We're done then, I guess. At 47.50, 5,000. Fair warning then. Last chance to everybody at 47.50. Bids here. Now 5,000. Hammers up. Fair warning. Any further bids? Sold it there. You got it. Well done. Thank you for that. Here we are, lot number 357. Doesn't get much better for graphic Texaco signs. Now you do see this sign from time to time, but you see it and it's always in rough condition, not like this 8.5 example, the Texaco Furfurald film motor oil sign. Just a great 1936 Texaco sign. Fabulous graphics. At $950 only, now 1,000. At $950, now 1,000 now. Here's an absolute bargain in this territory. It pays to stick around. 11, 12, 13, then 1,400. At 13, then 1,400 now. At 13, then 14, gonna be 13, then 14. One of the nicer examples I've seen hit the market. At 13, then 1,400. At 13, then 1,400 now. Gonna be 1,300 on, then 14. You're in. You're already on at 13. Asking 1,400. At 13, then 1,400 now. 14, 1,500 then. 16, thank you. 15, then 1,600 now. At 1,500 bid, then 1,600 now. 15, then 1,600. At 15, then 16, gonna bid 15. Then 1,600 now. What a great Texaco sign. At 15, 1,600 now. 15, then 16, still short of our expectations. This doesn't have to happen often. 15, 1,600. At 15, 16, then 17, 1,800. 17, then 1,800. At 17, then 1,800 now. 17 and then 18, gonna bid 17 and then 1,800 now, trying again. 71.53, you're out at 17 and then 1,800 now. I've got to bid 1,700 on, then 18. One more try, might just do it at 17 and then 1,800, but I got to run then. Last chance then at 17, 1,800, fair warning. Here's a bargain at 17, 1,800. Final call for bids at 17, 1,800. Any further action on this gem from the Irving collection? My hammer's up, then 17, 1,800, 19. Thank you. 2,000 then, please. At 19, then 2,000. Just under the wire there. At 19, then 2,000 now, please. At 19, then 2. Got to be 19, then 2. Got to be 19, then 2. Is that it? Is that all, though? At 19, then 2,000. I've got to go. Fair warning. Last chance and final call at 19, 2,000. Any further bids? Last chance. Fair warning. Hammers up. Sold at 1,900. To Bud's family, thank you for sharing his world with us. And to our bidders, congratulations. Now you own part of something truly special.
And thanks also for watching Auction Studio. We look forward to seeing you next time.
The preceding program has been presented by Ballinran Entertainment, marking 30 years of filmmaking excellence in 2025. From Stratford to the world, we bring compelling stories to life.